It's still November 1st, 2023. Oh, well, with the last tape, people scatter. I told you last night when I made that statement in my house, either they pay me and acknowledge the legitimate case, because like my friend from the prosecutor's office, the FBI can never legally drop you. You get paid if you work 5 minutes a case, an hour a case. For the rest of your life, you risk your life to get them information. They owe you and they have to protect you. They can put you in another witness protection program. But they can never legally drop you. And you get paid the rest of your life and you're in immunity. Okay? And he said that agent didn't have enough authority to ask you to stay quiet. He's only a police officer. He's a higher one, but he's still just a police officer. I said, well, they already knew. And on a recorded line, he admits he met with that family that lost that child in a traffic accident I had nothing to do with. And then that minister made up that lie 4 months after I got well. Because my sister was following her husband. They thought it was me, and he discredited me and got rid of me real quick. And like those people said with those doctors misdiagnosing her and giving her the wrong meds and her swelling up that bad and getting that sick, they couldn't, there's no way on earth they didn't know what they were doing. And until another doctor told on them, they almost killed her. They could have paid those doctors off with what's going on. Very much. Very much. Now we're going to put it this way. They would have killed me in 2003, but they made up that lie, got rid of me, discredited me. But then they pushed my son to suicide. And it's documented in Stark County, and they found it over the weekend because my son told 3 social workers Strange took him. He screamed at him till he passed out, starved him all day until he did what he was told. And he'd rather die, and he tried to kill himself twice. He told 3 social workers in Stark County that. And it's documented in the county and by Stark County psychiatrist for the Child and Adolescent Center. And those social workers put them straight in their place. They offered to help me put them in jail for it, and I said, just help my son. She asked my ex-husband, what's your involvement with that minister taking Danny? He said, I won't talk to you without an attorney. She said, we'll put it this way, we'll go back 20 years and we'll take care of it if you ever touch Karen or her son again. And she gave a stern warning what they do. Put them in jail. So, and they found all that. And then where my mom, they started nailing her tires, she's way up in her 60s. Sharp objects in them, okay? She moved to Illinois. She made a report in the Mount Carmel, Illinois police department and to the domestic violence shelter around there. And they said if she wouldn't have moved, they would have killed her. The way they were playing with her vehicle. It's a severe call. Now, we're going to put it this way. That agent, flat out, on a recorded line, said he met with that family, how it devastated their lives. Because that minister lied on me to them. And had other people in there and they were crying how it devastated their lives. It didn't devastate their life, it devastated mine. It affected them no way, either way, what anybody said about me. It had nothing to do with them. That's part of the psychopaths wanting attention off of something that has nothing to do with you. And pity and control. It's part of brainwashing, abusive disorder. It's controlling people. That agent flat out said, and then you either say you're faking, you were sick. I had to listen to those people cry. You didn't have to listen to them cry. You should have arrested them for their involvement in this. My one client, her son, tried to pull a fast one on her daughter. Had to hire someone to set up body cameras, Photoshop things. He's in jail, got arrested the first day. Like the sheriffs out of this area, they should have been arrested the first day, and you should have been put in a safe house. Now, with that agent, and then making fun of me for some rapist that was stalking me, and I didn't know who they were talking about. The only thing I knew, I had bruises, throwing up, heart racing, headaches, almost passing out in a severe personal infection, and sore muscles and bruises that I couldn't explain. I have all the signs of being drug beat and raped, verified by all my family physicians because they were violating me in my home. They didn't put it together that somebody was harming me in my own home. And he didn't arrest me. He laughed at me like a jackass. Stop, she don't know. Ha ha. Well, my ex-husband hired the rapist on his own. And that agent mocked me. Like they said, they've been running around getting really big people off this case. They even let them rape her and torture her and didn't pay her. He already admitted he talked to everybody on the phone for him, listed him for him, and he was seen by the Barberton and Norton police. And all the police know he told on me before at that church. Okay? There was never staying quiet about anything. He already had been in contact with all of them, even with his own confession, on a recorded line for him, less than informant. Defrauding anybody is wrong, especially rape victims and human trafficking victims. Now, they can either acknowledge the case, pay me my money, or every bad guy, they got it out of entrapment and fraud, and your case is thrown out and you're set free. They knew better. They don't pay me the next 24 hours. Have your attorneys file fraud. They defrauded a victim. And they did it under entrapment. Because there's either a real case with money and immunity, or they got it under entrapment and fraud. And that means everything they have on all these people, they let go. They have to let go by constitutional laws. Take your pick, FBI. It's wrong to defraud anybody, especially victims, especially rape victims and human trafficking